Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Black Manga Critic here, and welcome to, all right, Haikyu, chapter 387, live reaction. Now, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, we are going to read this chapter, then we're going to read some other Weekly Shonen Jump chapters. Again, today, Sundays are just Weekly Shonen Jump days, so expect a reaction to Haikyu, then Promised Neverland, My Hero, Spy Family, and 5 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen. All right, I really want to just like make sure that like if I say this is what I'm going to do on a particular day, that's what I do on a particular day. I think that's something I really want to make sure I work on, because I think you can do particular things and work really hard in certain aspects of your life, and then other aspects of your life are just like all over the place. So I really want to make sure that like the YouTube aspect of my life, and the future Patreon aspect of my life is somewhere where I'm like really consistent and people can count on me and that sort of thing. All right, so let's go start with Haikyu. I love me some Haikyu. All right, let's get into it. I was feeling kind of weird like earlier today, like I hadn't showered yet. I was just like, it's just odd. It was odd. I was like, all right, so I showered, got ready, I'm up, cleaned a bit, and I'm good. So let's get into it, y'all. All right, Haikyu time, chapter 387. I saw like one panel, like I saw like a panel, like someone had shared a panel, but I didn't know what the like. I saw Kageyama, but I didn't know what was going on in that panel. I was like, I'm not gonna click on it. I'm not trying to spoil myself for nothing. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Haikyu time. All right, 387. Move this quickly. Up there. Okay. Doesn't that mean he's your greatest teammate now? But now they've gone one step further. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Wow, what a move. Hinata definitely switches up his spike motion into a set to the left. And while the blockers are still trying to wrap their brains around that, Bakudo slams it home. Ooh. I mean, they took that first set. Yo. I was like, what? Like, they took that first set emphatically. Like, they just were not ready for the Black Jackal. Like, they weren't ready. Like when you lose 20, when you lose 25 to 20, and you get 20, like, whew, that's rough. All right. Okay. Turning back time. Now Toby was just thinking, oh man, this is gonna be a good chapter. I already know this is gonna be a fire chapter. I can feel it. I can feel it's gonna be flames. I can feel it. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, I forgot to share. Let me share this on Twitter. Do that quickly. All right. Okay. Let's get into it. All right. It makes me happy when people like are in the stream and watching and like we can interact. It's like it's the best. It's like one of the best feelings. Like it really is. All right, Haikyu. Okay. To about 21 years and 1 month earlier. Wow. Tobio Kageyama. They put 0. He's 0 years old. He's probably like a few months or something like that. Wait. Hey, who gave Tobio my ball? Miwa Kageyama's 3rd grade. Tobio Kageyama's older sister. Kazuyo Kageyama, 61. Tobio Kageyama's grandfather. Coach of the 9-player volleyball ladies municipal team Kitagawa Birds. Cool. Okay. Oh, he really wants that volleyball. It's like, huh? Boy, you got a grip on that, Tobio. Look at his little face. Oh, he's so cute. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Oh my god. He's adorable. Are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. This is too much, y'all. This is actually like a little too much. I'm having a real hard time right now. Like, oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's see. Miwa-chan, Mom and Dad said they'd be late again. Want to come with me to practice? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tobio Kageyama, age 3. Okay. Evening, Coach Kageyama. Evening, Saito. How's the knee? Getting much better. Okay. Kageyama's playing with his sister. Tobio Kageyama, age 4. Now he's just bouncing the ball. And he's even like setting it. That's awesome. Tobio, today's a game day for us. You won't be able to play around with the balls too much, you know. It's okay. Oh, I like the gym. Oh, do you now? What about it do you like so much? Aw. The color and the smell. Oh, this dude's this man. This is what we call like in basketball. We call him like a hooper. This man's a hooper. This man's a hooper. All right. Tobio Kageyama, age 5. Ah, yes, I totally get that feeling. The ball says Little Falcons. Okay. Tobio Kageyama, 2nd grade. So he's on his team. He's practicing. Or maybe, yeah, it looks like he's on a team. And he's practicing. All right. Trying to keep up with his sister. All right, he's moving. He's practicing. He's practicing. He's practicing. Hey, Tobio, is it true you don't have any video games? Yeah. Whoa, not even a single one? Not one. You're kidding. That's so corny. And the poster says, there's a poster that says, wash your hands, and a poster that says donate. That's so like apt right now, like the wash your hands poster. All right. Yeah, Kageyama's like, why are you getting on me because I don't have any video games? Leave me alone. What? Miwa-chan, you're quitting volleyball? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to cut my hair. But it's an unwritten rule in the high school team that you have to cut it, that you have to have it short. Oh. Are you going to tell me that's a dumb reason too? Huh? Why would I? My boyfriend said it was dumb. No, long story short, do not call your spouse dumb. Don't do that. That's trash. All right. And then his grandpa's just trying to like not say anything. Don't say nothing. Leave that alone. Don't say nothing, grandpa. Just support your granddaughter. That's it. All right. Other people don't get to tell you what you think is dumb or not. Exactly. All right. Miwa-chan has a boyfriend. Yeah, he's just like, what? Kazuyo-kun, are you okay? No one understands what isn't and is not important to you better than you do. No, really, are you okay? Yo, Tobio's just taking that in. Now he's pushing. All right. So what position do you want to play, Tobio? Ooh, interesting. Oh, wow. It looks like AD versus BJ, V-League 2003 to 4 finals. Wow. Okay, so interesting. Whichever one gets to touch the ball the most. That'd be the setter. Then I want to be a setter. Yo, this dude is just like, I just want to play volleyball. Like at this age, he was just like, I just want to play volleyball, yo. That's it. All right, I love the game. Okay. So now he's playing, and now he becomes a setter. So now he's like, this is what I want to do. I want to be a setter. So he goes to Sendai City Gymnasium. Start playing. All right, he's watching folks play. Wow, he's like, but I want to practice more. Tobio, today let me teach you something just as important as practice. It's called personal maintenance. Personal maintenance. And he just took that in. He's like, yo, this is something really important. Got a Little Falcons jersey. He's like, where's Kazuyo-san? What? Don't you remember? Today's his doctor's appointment. Oh no! Please don't tell me this is gonna be sad. I'm not in the mood to cry in the club today. I'm not in the mood to cry in the club today. Stop. What? Okay. Boom. So he's moving. He's playing. Tobio's playing. The kids are just like, oh man, I can't keep up. This guy's a monster. He's a monster. All right. Oh wow. That's how many service aces in a row now. How old is he? I think he's in, what, 4th grade? He looks like he could play against middle schoolers. Bring it on. Jersey says Niyama Jr. Okay. So Little Falcons, yo, he's destroying them, yo. 12-20 in the second set. Oh my goodness. It's a slaughter. It's a slaughter. All right. Kazuki, good bump. He's just watching. His grandfather's watching. It's like, did you go easy with your serves on purpose? Ooh. Tobio, there at the end of that game. And he's just like, he's so easy to read. He knows he did it, and he thinks it wasn't a good thing. Why did you decide to do that? If I didn't, the game was going to be over too fast. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep playing lots and lots longer. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. It's too pure. It's too pure. Oh my goodness. I can't handle it. I can't handle it right now. Actually. Okay. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep it going. You know, Tobio, if you get really, really good, you'll get to play lots more games. Huh? The best players get to play lots and lots of volleyball. Huh? If you get really good, I promise you, somebody who's even better will come and find you. Oh, wow. Huh? Yo. Placard, Kitagawa Daiichi Middle School. Jacket, Kitagawa Daiichi Middle School Volleyball Club. Okay. And then we get to the moment. Ah, the moment where Tobio's life changed and he met the person that he would love for the most forever. One of the other first years is almost 6 feet already, and the third years are good. One of them has really amazing serves. Oh, really? Let me guess. Jump server? Yeah. He's a good setter, too, but he won't teach me anything. Yo, terrible, man. Yo. Oikawa, you terrible. All right. Well, yeah, you may be teammates, but you're rivals, too. Rivals? I want to watch some games. I'm sorry, Tobio. I'm feeling really tired right now. Can that wait until tomorrow? Okay. And then we see him as his rivalry with Oikawa. All right. See Oikawa graduate. Hey, I want to practice my digs. Could you hit some spikes for me? What? You serious? You want to keep going still? Sorry, but count me out. I'm beat. Yes, I'll practice serving. He's just moving. He got the... Oh, no. Please, no. Ah, jeez. The death... I don't even want to call them death flags. I feel like calling that like a death flag would be like an insult to... Like this. Like it'd be an insult to his grandfather. You know what I mean? Like... God damn it. That's so sad. And he's got nobody behind him in the panel, in the next panel. Like he's running, he's jogging, but he's got nobody behind him. Like that is... It's so solitary. Just like... It's amazing like how much detail are in these panels, but how empty they are, you know? Like... Yay. Oh, my heart, yo. Seriously, my heart, though. Oh, my God. That's so sad. I can't even, yo. And it's this thing where it's like, you... like, Haikyu is so good. It's so good. It really is. Like, my heart right now, I can't even tell you. Oh, my goodness. That, like, what? Oh, it's too much. It's too much. And he's at Shiro Torizawa Academy High School entrance exam results. He didn't get into Shiro Torizawa. You know, Furudate could have had that. This is the thing, right? It's like I'm gonna talk about it later, but I want to react to this chapter. Wow. Man, I'm here. This may be an Adler's home game, but Shoyo Hinata has made sure it's been all about the Black Jackal so far. If you get really good, I promise you. Miwa Kageyama, 29, hair and makeup artist. Why did Furudate have to do that? Why she have to? Why do they have to do that? That's come on. Why did they do it to Miwa? Somebody even better will come and find you. Chapter 387 is entitled The Greatest Opponent. That chapter, though. Wow. The look on Kageyama's face, though. I'm like, man, oh man. Woo! And then the great spot, like in that panel, is his grandfather. Oh my goodness! You kidding me, man? This is Haikyu. This is it. All right. This is the thing. Again, when people put like just mediocrity in front of me, man. When they put that mediocrity in front of me, and they're like, "Oh, look what's better." Enough. I can't handle that. Do not put that mediocre garbage in my face. All right. When you got the amazing, just like dope, just story beats that hit, they hit. All right. There are a few things I want to talk about. And again, I'm gonna be starting like doing like reviews. So it's gonna be way more in depth, like just like reviews in terms like where I can take my time, I can make notes. You know, I can go into it. You know what I mean? But for now, there's just like a couple of things. I'm gonna start like jotting down things as I sort of go along, just to kind of get used to it. But one of the things like panels. All right, panels. Shadi, what's good? What's good, my guy? You know, calling back to previous story moments. Right? Like, yo, this chapter though, it was all about Hinata. Like we're still hyped for Hinata, right? We're still like, that's my son. But this was a Kageyama-centric chapter, and I feel like we needed that. Like we did need that. You know, I felt like, you know, like Kageyama's always there. He's always dope. But we got a lot of Hinata, and it was great. It was dope. It's been amazing, and I've loved it. But I didn't realize how much I needed this Kageyama chapter. Like this is the thing that I think Furudate does so well. They make you realize how how much you actually needed more about another character. You know, like we got so much Hinata, we got all these other characters, we got Oikawa, we got all these folks. All right, and then we got this Kageyama centric chapter that's just like amazing, man. I need Shadi facts. I need a Bakudo chapter. I need a Hoshiyumi chapter. I need a chapter for everybody. That's what I need. I need it. Okay? This was so good. All right? In terms of like it was amazing. And I think and there are a few reasons why. Right? I think part of what makes a chapter hit in the way that it did here is that you have to have a great foundation, right? In terms of like your characters, how much they've been through, what they've gone through for a story moment like this to hit. If we didn't have all the other stuff that Kageyama had gone through and all the experiences that he's gone through with other characters, this moment would not hit in the same way. It would not. Like it just wouldn't. You know? I didn't realize how much I needed this chapter. Like we got Kageyama's grandfather. how important he was in his life. Even now, as I think about now every time I think about Kageyama's grandfather, I'm gonna start tearing up. Like, it'll happen. It just will happen. Like, oh my goodness, and how important he was, and all of the great advice that he gave him, and how he was just great. He just seemed like a great person, you know. And he was coaching a girls volleyball team. Like, yo, this dude, we really must stand Kageyama's grandfather. Truly, truly. How many amazing characters are you going to introduce, Furudate? Stop it. Stop. All right. And then we got to see little baby Toby or little baby Kageyama. He's too adorable. Oh my goodness, he's so adorable. He's so cute. He was so cute. Are you kidding me? It's just so good. And then like we got it, and then slowly but surely we realized this man loves volleyball. And this is sort of the thing. Like you notice that with like people who are just like amazing at certain things that they do. There are always moments or just love a particular thing. There's usually moments when they're young where they just attach themselves to, you know, whether it's like a sport or you know, singing or playing an instrument or writing or reading or whatever. And like that was it for me. Like when like my parents like told me like when I was like a baby, like little, like I would have like a newspaper in my face. I had no idea what I was reading. But it was like that's something for me, like that's like a deep thing. Like I love like words. Like words are really important to me. You know, so like and reading and writing and all those different things. So like manga, I like of course like I'm reacting to manga and I read a lot of manga and like I love reading manga and I prefer manga to anime. You know? So it's like to see that and to see the influence, and for Furudate sort of like to be able to put so much within that chapter, you know, and again, it's because of everything that he's written already, that he's able to write a chapter like this, right? So like we got to see his grandfather and everything, and his sister, who I think Kageyama also kind of looked up to a bit. And then his sister was like, all right, I don't want to play volleyball anymore because like I gotta focus on other things, you know. I gotta worry about my hair, I gotta worry about my boyfriend, I gotta worry about all these other things. And Kageyama, like you could tell, like that affected him, and he was like, "All right, I gotta push even more because now my sister's not playing volleyball, and I want to play as much volleyball as humanly possible. And now that my sister's not playing, I gotta play. I gotta play to make up for that, you know. So he's playing, he's getting better. As he's growing, he's getting better at it. He's working extremely hard, and then he realizes at one point that he knows he's good. He knows that he's very good. Because like he's like taking it easy on folks his age. He's like, y'all gotta put in more work. I'm not giving you these serves. I'm giving you serves, and like I could ace it every time, but I'm not gonna do that because I want to play more volleyball, and I love that, and it's so pure. And that's the thing, right? There are certain characters where like if they said that, you know, it would hit, but the way that it hits for Tobio, and you understand that like. That was an initial thing, right? He felt that like from a very early age, and then slowly but surely, even though he wants to play more volleyball, there's a distance that starts to occur where he's particularly good, right? And then he tries to work better, right? He's like, all right, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep getting better. And then his grandfather dies, and then he doesn't get into Shiratorizawa, and then there's like right, and then there are all the other story beats that we know of, and the distance that happens because he's the king and he's working through all of these things in terms of like being better with people and all of that. And it's just like, man, you know, man, oh man, oh man. And this is the thing, right? Like he wants to play with people. He wants to connect with people. He wants to be better. He wants to play with individuals that have the same drive and passion for volleyball that he does. And now it's compounded with the fact that like he lost his grandfather who loved volleyball and whom he loved, and it's just like, damn, man, it's so much. It's like, it's so good. All right, and then when he sees someone that has that same passion and understands that like, you know, that like, yo, I want to be on the court for as long as humanly possible, and he sees that in Hinata, and it's very clear that they're friends. Like at this point, it's clear that they're friends. But like, I love it. And now he really sees in Hinata that individual that's like, yo, you're gonna be my rival for the rest of my life. Like, Haikyu to me is very much so like the spiritual sort of like successor to Hikaru no Go. If any of y'all ever watched Hikaru no Go, read Hikaru no Go, Haikyu was like the spiritual successor to that, I think, in a lot of ways. There's just certain beats that they hit, and like the interaction between Kageyama and Hinata and what's sort of going on there, and the love between the two. That doesn't really have to be like said in a sense. Like you just know, like as readers, you just know. You know, it's very similar in that way. There's the same chills, the same vibe that I get from Kageyama and Hinata's relationship. I get from Akita and from Toya and Hikaru's relationship. Like it's so good, man. Oh my goodness, you know what I mean? And like this chapter just hit. I was about to just like start bawling, really. All right. But I was like, I gotta keep reading. And I just love this chapter. This chapter was so good. It really hit. And I just love that. I just love that Kageyama's so happy. Not only because he's like, yes, I'm losing, but now I get to be on the court more because now I get to play. Now I get to play catch up. Now I get to play catch up. Now I get to try. Right now I get to play another set. Now I get to play against my lifelong rival. You know what I mean? Like that's it's so good. It's so good, man. So good, y'all. This is like Haikyu. This is like Haikyu. This is it. This is the peak. The peak. All right. It's so good. Oh my goodness. And this is it. It's like, look at all the people that like, and so like the panels. Look at all, like there were so many dope panels. Spiritadate is so good at paneling. I can't even tell you. He's really good. Like I've never really had an issue with Furadate's paneling. Like you never have it. It's so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Like there were certain panels that just hit. It's kind of going sort of like starting from the end, kind of going backwards. The panels with where we see like Oikawa and Sakusa and Bakudo and Atsumu, like people that he considers to be like rivals. That he's like, oh, these people are good. These are folks that they're coming at me right now, and these are folks that are gonna allow me to stay on the court longer because I have to work extremely hard to beat them. To play them. Like, yo. I love that. And then like Hinata gets the biggest panel. And then what I love is that like I know Furudate kind of did Miwa dirty. He kind of did Miwa a little dirty, right? Because she's like, oh, a hair and makeup artist. But maybe she put in the work as a hair and makeup artist. You don't know that. But I understand what was sort of happening there, right? Where Kageyama kind of saw that in his sister and was like, I look up to you. I looked up to you. You played volleyball, and then you just kind of stopped playing volleyball, and we don't really see a lot of Kageyama's sister, like, at all. So I think it's great that we get to see that we sort of see, like, okay, like, she gets, like, this very, like, quick panel. And we're like, okay, like, but that's supposed to maybe sort of signify that Kageyama doesn't sort of see her as a rival, but sort of, like, someone that might still be important to him, but not in the same way as sort of these other individuals, Man. But I don't know. Maybe it's like, because she was thinking about her hair, and now she's a hair and makeup artist. So maybe it's like that's something that she is passionate about. So maybe that's why Furudate put that there, right? Because of the hair comment, and now me was like, oh, okay, people got on me because I really care about my hair. Now look at me, I'm a hair and makeup artist. I'm doing that as a career. F y'all, you know what I mean? So I think that might be something that Furudate is trying to do there as well. So it might be that. So maybe he didn't do it dirty in that way. All right. But I would have liked to see Miwa be like a volleyball player. Like that would have been cool. That would have been really cool. But it is what it is. But I love that Hinata gets the biggest panel, right? Because of course he's gonna get the biggest panel. And then at the end, in the last panel, the greatest opponent, like his grandfather is there, and it's like, oh, we don't forget, we never forget. All right. So that was dope. A few other panels that I loved. Just like this page, these 2 pages on 16 and 17 on the Viz app, all right, where we see Tobio and Miwa are at the grandfather's funeral, and we see all these different panels, right? Where before we see these panels and they're just full of people, and Tobio is just like, you know, playing with individuals and he's trying to be better. But those panels sort of like very quickly sort of like foreshadow what's coming for Tobio, for Kageyama, in terms of like, you know, the sort of distance that's occurring, right? And like even if it's like a little bit. And so from 14 to 15, we see like, you know, there's still people that he's interacting with. Kageyama's trying to hold on as much as he can to all these people that he's playing with and all these interactions and these relationships. And then boom, and then like blank, right? And Kageyama's just standing there, and we see that his grandfather's passed away, and then all the other panels after that are just empty panels. They're still full of the same sort of like, you know, detail in terms of the backgrounds and environments and that sort of thing, but like they're so empty, and you just get that, and there's that feeling, and there's just and it hits you, you know. What's very interesting about this as well is like, usually background chapters, flashback chapters get like, you know, a black background, but you don't see that here. That's interesting. That to me, that's a very interesting choice, and I wonder if that's like also to sort of like augment the or amplify like the sort of absence of something, you know, and this flashback sort of representing that, but then coming back to the present, and then there's like all the panels just like have so much detail, and Hinata's here and all these other players are here, and Kageyama is smiling, and it's just like, oh, it's so good, so good. Oh man, this chapter was so I keep saying it's so good, but it's like, oh, amazing. I have no idea what's gonna go on after this match. I'm not sure, but I know whatever it is, it's gonna be really good. I know it's gonna be good because Furudatsu's not playing no games. Like he is not playing no games. All right. So I'm really happy about that. So there's so many panels that were great. But like, but we got so many, like Haikyu does that, right? Haikyu has you feeling like so many different emotions in one chapter, like sadness, joy, frustration, anger, laughter, like, you know, it's so good. This is a phenomenal chapter. And I think like it's so difficult to pick like top 5 chapters, because every time Furudate puts out a chapter, you're just like, how am I going to pick a top 5 chapter? What am I going to do? And this is sort of the thing, right? This is why whenever individuals tell me, oh, you know, this chapter was alright, it was like set up, it was whatever, I'm like, no. I don't know any Haikyu chapters that were just like, it's whatever, no biggie. I mean, them chapters are always heat. All right, because like, you know, right, like writers that like really get it understand that like you have to keep your reader engaged all the time. Like you can't have like some like lull and then like whatever happens and then we get into like some interesting stuff. It's like you got to keep your readers engaged. You got to keep your audience engaged. So Furudate does that every chapter. There's always something that we're like, oh, this is great, you know. And I think there are so many amazing chapters in Haikyu that it's very difficult to pick a top 5. But what I will say is that it's not something that like is like an issue, right? Like it's like if you have a top 5, you know, chapters, nobody's gonna be like, oh, you didn't put that in, you're terrible. You know, nobody's gonna do anything like that. It's just like if you have your top 5, folks are gonna be like, oh, that's a good top 5. I love that top 5. That's amazing. That's an amazing top 5. You know, and it's just great, and everyone comes together. And this is like a chapter for me. This to me might be a top 5 chapter. Like this is something that I would put in there. You know, like it's just such a culmination of so much. Oh, so good, so good. I need chapters like these for Romero, Hoshiumi, like Bakudo, Sakusa. I need chapters for those characters ASAP. But definitely Sakusa. Give me a Sakusa chapter like this ASAP. All right, give it to me yesterday. All right. Oh man. The Inazaki match is so good. Y'all don't understand. That's like a top 3 match. No question for me. All right. I would say, like, and I remember giving my top 3 matches. I would say, like, before I end the stream, I had a top 3. Like, my top match is Karasuno versus Nekoma. Second match is Aoba Josai versus Karasuno. And then the third match is Inazaki versus Karasuno. Those are my, like, top 3 matches. There are so many other matches too that are so good. You know what I mean? Kamomedai, Date Tech, like there were so many like matches that are so good. The first Nekoma match, like practice match, like yo, you know what I mean? The first Abu Drasai match where they lost, like oh my goodness, there are so many of them that are great, just greatness, pure greatness. All right, Shida Torizawa, like yo, all right, yo, all right. Fukurodani versus Nekoma. Like, there's so many. There are so many. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many. All right. So anyone's top three is like phenomenal. That's what I love about Haikyu. It is like it's very difficult to like pick like a definitive like top three or top five or whatever, and that's okay because everyone's top three or top five is just like dope. You're just like, oh, that's a dope top three. That's a dope top five. So I'm going to end here because I don't want it to be too long. I don't want to get like 40 minutes or 50 minutes or anything like that because it's one chapter. All right. But I do want to get to doing reviews in the future once I get my Patreon started up. The reviews are going to be on there. Like manga reviews will be like, you know, like for Weekly Shonen Jump and stuff like that. Like, you know, if they're like shorter, like weekly sort of reviews, they'll probably be like $1, and then like for like a $5 tier, there'll be other things that I add. Like maybe for like the $5 tier, there'll be like anime reactions or something like that. If I can figure that out, you know. But man, yo, facts. They better animate that. They better animate that, yo, big facts. Cause that was that Bakudo that match on Fukuda Dani. Oh my goodness, that match was amazing. All right. So again, it's like they have so much to choose from. All right, and this chapter was phenomenal. I loved it. And I'm gonna get out of here. All right, because I gotta react to some other things too. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. I'm gonna do My Hero next. So I'm gonna do My Hero next, and then I'm gonna get to The Promised Neverland. All right. So I have a few things I have a lot that I gotta do today. So there might be like some gaps between that, but let's see. All right. Thank y'all for coming through, y'all, to my live reaction / initial thoughts to Haikyu chapter 387. Look out for reactions every Sunday, all right, for Weekly Shonen Jump. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Shout out to Shadi for coming through. Shout out to anybody who's, you know, who was watching at this time. And I'm out ya.